You're listening to the Becoming Zesty podcast. We are Megan and Dr. Alex, and we're so happy that you're here.
We are passionate about accelerated transformation, yours, ours, and the collective.
Personal and professional for coaches, practitioners, and leaders of all kinds.
Between the two of us, we seem to have done things the painful way. So let our pitfalls become your stepping stones. We are not afraid to share our raw and vulnerable truths in order to help you transform your thinking, your body, your heart, and your soul.
Combining over 15 years of functional medicine with brain-based habit change to lead you to create the life of your dreams, supporting yourself through all four bodies, physical, mental, emotional, and energetic, every step of the way.
We are transformation accelerators, wholeness cultivators, empowerment experts, speakers, authors, mentors, and change makers for a more loving world. By combining Dr. Alex's MD experiences
with Megan's mindset magic, we've helped hundreds of thousands of people transform their lives, and we can help you too. If you're ready to accelerate your transformation and have so much fun doing it, then stick around. We've got you covered. Quick reminder, this information is not meant to diagnose, manage, or treat disease. Always consult with your doctor, not this doctor, before making changes. Now let's get into today's episode.
Hello, welcome to the podcast. This is Megan. If you can't tell, it's because my voice is weird. Hello, weird voice. I'm going to keep this intro super short because there's going to be another intro. What we're doing is we have an amazingly popular, one of our most popular series on our podcast that I did last December, all about the series of possibility. And I had a bunch of clients who reminded me, they said, oh, I'm going to go back and do that. And it's a series that can be done over and over and over. It can be done at any time of the year. And, you know, this whole January 1st thing where people do the New Year's resolution is a great time to do it. So there are prizes, there are things that can happen, there are ways to participate, there's a workbook. It's all inside the episode and the recording. The most important thing that I want you to understand is that this was originally recorded last December. So when I talk about 2023, just insert in your brain 2024. And when I talk about December, insert in your brain January. We're doing a little bit a month later. And same thing is going to apply. 3 people still can win a ticket to our live event. We have our next one coming up January 19th and 20th in Virginia Beach, 2024. And if you're listening to this afterwards, or if you haven't won yet, you can go ahead and buy your ticket now. We will reimburse you if you win. And if you can't come to this one, still enter your workbook and do all the things that I suggest, because we're going to do it again in August in Dallas. We have lots of options. And also, be open to the possibility that maybe you'd win something else if you absolutely can't come to either of those. So we want you to win. You're going to hear why. And I'm going to keep this short so you can dig right into the series. We hope you enjoy it. Hello there, friends. It is Megan, your compassionate mindset ninja and friend. And I'm happy to guide you through this series. How's the series been going? We are on part 7. Woo! Part 7! If you're just jumping in here, go back to the beginning. There's a reason, there's a purpose, and there's a workbook, and there's a thing to sign up for, and there's things you win. So that's all I'm going to say. Go back and do it. What's even more important, did you hear about the moon? Did you all hear about what's happening with the moon? Did you hear about here? Did you hear? I am here to tell you. Did you hear? Did you hear about how the moon cuts his hair? Eclipse it. Gosh. Every time I tell one of these silly jokes, I laugh, and then I go, I think I'll be the only one laughing. But that's your dad joke for today. Let's do this. So today, let's talk about your values and your needs and whether they match. So your values are like a compass, and this tells us which direction to go. The thing is, and when your values are in conflict, it's like having parts. So part of me wants this, part of me wants that.
And this is why we do not manifest quickly or get what we want. Because when we are not totally congruent together with what we want, it is hard to get our brain, our body, our unconscious mind, all of the things we see, hear, feel, say to ourselves on board. So everything we do, right? Everything we do, it's not, these things aren't right or wrong. It just fits into our values and your needs. So when somebody you know is doing things that you're like, why the heck do they do that? That's so weird. It fits into their values and their needs. So do you have values for you? Have you ever sat down and thought about your values? Have you? It's a really cool exercise. It's something we do in level 2 of our training. And it's something you can just do right now. We're going to do it today in this exercise in this workbook. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read you what Dr. Alex and I came up for our values in business. And we made them into sentences because, you know, you see on the wall, it's like integrity in businesses, right? And you're like, what does that even mean to them? So we actually created it in sentences. And as I read these sentences, I want you to think about what are yours. So our beliefs and our values, the greatest impact is achieved through alignment of the whole self. That's number 1. 2, bringing authenticity and compassion to the journey of being human allows for powerful transformations. Number 3, the abundance of money is feedback and a tool for the transformation you are facilitating. 4, courageous communication, not just any communication, but courageous communication leads to stronger relationships and more empowerment. Number 5, very important to us, connection. Connection with community provides a safe space to grow and evolve. Number 6, leads to growth. Growth and learning are the foundations of our evolution. And number 7, flowing with ease and excitement leads to enjoying life you choose. So how did those sound to you? I want you to write out your list of your top 5 value statements. We've been given advice before to help us grow our business, and it didn't meet our values, so we didn't do it. You know, if the advice comes from something that's like super scarcity, and this is in health as well, and we believe in abundance, though the advice would require us to hustle, and we believe in flow and ease. And yet sometimes you will violate your values to meet your needs. This is important because you're like, why do I do some things sometimes that aren't even within my values? If all of a sudden we were lacking certainty in our life or really not feeling significant, we may start to do something that just doesn't really meet our values. We may all of a sudden just be like, oh, somebody else said we have to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm just going to post, and I'm just going to take that 10 supplements in this order, right? We may just start to follow things that we wouldn't have followed before. So the key is to stop and look. When you feel you're about to do something or make a decision that doesn't really meet your values, and ask yourself, what needs are not being met? Which of my needs are not being met? Is it my need for certainty? Is it my need for variety and excitement? Is it my need for significance? Or what about connection or love or growth? And when you figure out what that is, you can go ahead and find another way to meet that need that does not require you violating your values. Little brainstorm session. We often see this common pattern of addiction to problems. So, if you want to stay protected, for example, you want to protect your stories at all costs. Maybe the story is no one can figure me out. We had that one. My health is complicated. We had that one. I'm always sick. Whatever the story is, you can get your need for protection or significance met, but not if you also want your other needs met. So ask yourself, is this really the best way to do it? Do you want to protect your story or feel significant because no one can figure you out? Or do you want to be significant because you are the one who chose a different path? Who chose to see the light when there was darkness all around? Who chose to question the status quo and that idea of conventional? So there's always another way. There's always another path. And that's because we know that there are all the possibilities in the world. After all, this is the series of possibility, yes? So think about your values and your needs and what are being met. And we will end today with yet another story of possibility. Thanks for being here.
Hi, I'm Diane. And more than a year ago, I took my first habit challenge with the ZESTY Ginger team, and I honestly had no idea how life-changing it would be for me and how lasting that experience would be for me as well. It's incredible to think how much I've grown and changed and how much I'm continuing to grow and change into the person that I always knew that I could be and that I wanted to be. This stuff is so incredible and it's really fun. And I'm so grateful that I've been able to do this work and that the things that they teach are sustainable and you can do it yourself. And it's just really powerful.
Thanks for coming to hang out with us on the podcast. It is our goal to lead others through accelerated transformation that takes all parts of ourselves into account. And we need your help. We need your help to get the word out. At almost 2 million downloads and quickly heading to 3, we know that as this podcast grows, we're going to be able to reach more and more people and help them learn how all 4 bodies, physical, mental, emotional, and energetic, work so they feel empowered to be, do, and have whatever they want in life.
If you find this podcast helpful, please take a moment to text 5 friends you think might benefit and leave us a review. It means so much to share this work that has transformed our lives with others. We appreciate your help so much and can't wait to see you next time.